Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to paint an olive leaf branch in watercolours. So I start off with a traced sketch onto my watercolour paper. I'll list all the materials that I use below, so you'll be able to find out the brands and get those supplies before we start the tutorial. But to mix the olive green colour in the leaves, I use 3 of those 6 colours above, and I use an ultramarine blue, burnt sienna and the sap green, and that just gives you a really nice olive green colour to use on all of the leaves. Then I simply go over the whole branch apart from the fruit, the olives, in this watery sort of olive green. So this first layer is a very light colour that will basically be our highlights for the whole painting, because with watercolours you work with transparent pigment and colours to build up different tones in your painting. So over here I'm just using a watered down version of the sap green. Now I'm mixing up. One of the olives is a burgundy, sort of maroon burgundy sort of colour, and to get that colour you mix the mauve and the alizarin crimson. I like to erase the lines, so once I've done a full layer over the whole painting, I erase the lines that I made, like with my pencil lines there. So here what I do is I mix up a darker colour of the first colour that I mixed, the olive green, and you just add basically more of those 3 colours to get a darker value. Then I run my brush with clean water along each leaf, leaving the centre of the leaf without water, and then I drop that darker pigment into the end of the leaf and the base of the leaf. Sorry, the top of the leaf and the bottom of the leaf. And that gives you that blended effect to create some movement and depth in the leaves, and they just come to life when you do that. With each layer it sort of builds up the values of the paint, and the painting sort of just comes to life and really takes shape. I'm sure to work on leaves that are not touching one another. I only go back in to work on a leaf when the other leaf next to it is completely dry. So I'm just darkening up the stem with some Van Dyke brown, or the darker brown there. Now working on the olives, I cover it with clear water and add a bit of a darker pigment to that olive, and it will just blend really, really nicely because you've got that clear water on there. And then I do the same with the darker olive. It's really fun playing around with these different colours and values to create shape and depth. you can really experiment with it. I've done this painting quite a number of times and I really love it. If you're liking this video and you'd really like to see some real-time tutorials where I can slow down and show you each step of the process, it really develops your knowledge and skill in watercolor very quickly when you do tutorials. That's how I learned how to paint, so I really do value them, and I'd love to see you over there. Just check out my website, I've linked it below. You can find all of the tutorials there. It'd be really lovely to see everybody progress on their art journey and help them develop their skills as quickly as possible. Thanks for joining me in this little tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and hopefully we get to see more of your watercolor journey. But yeah, it's been a real pleasure, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.